Specific University Head of International Education and Recruitment Brandon Ray Marshall-Stadiet санаатсан подкаст эсник хэрэгжиж байгаа хамгаалалт болон болон одоо та бүхэн зориулаад Specific University-ийн presentation тавих гэж та асуух асуултаа comment section-дээр ярээ. So thank you so much for visiting us and so now let's start the presentation and thank you for coming to Mongolia. So please welcome Mr. Brandon Ray, who is Head of International Education and Recruitment at Pacific University. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. I'm happy to be here in Mongolia. It's my very first time to Mongolia, and it's been wonderful so far. And I'm here to talk to you about Pacific Lutheran University. Just to start off with, just so everyone can get this information, down the line, if you ever need to get a hold of me, all my contact information is there. So you can always email me there if you have any questions. You can always text me if you want, but email is the most direct way you can reach out to me. So for our prospective students, you can always take a photo of this screen, so you can always reach out to me if you do have any questions about PLU. Okay? Now the first thing I'm going to do now is to give you a quick geography lesson so you know where PLU is. So many of you have heard of the state of Washington before, maybe because you've heard of the city of Seattle. So Seattle is where the closest city that we're to. If you've heard of Starbucks, Amazon, Microsoft, we're all close to those areas as well too. So we are close to downtown Seattle by about 45 minutes. So if you can see where my laser pointer is showing here, we are down in the Tacoma area about 45 minutes away from Seattle. Most of our students will actually fly into SeaTac International Airport as your port of entry. So for many of our Mongolian students, they'll probably be flying from Ulaanbaatar to maybe Korea, and then there's direct flights from Korea to Seattle, Tacoma. If you've heard of Vancouver, Canada, that's about 2.5 hours away up north. If you've heard of Portland, Oregon, we're down south, about 2.5 hours away. The photo right here in the middle is actually the city of Tacoma. Tacoma is the third largest city in the state. Ulaanbaatar is actually larger than the city of Tacoma and Seattle combined. The total combined population of Seattle and Tacoma is only about 1 million people. I think there's about a little bit more than 3 million total residents in Ulaanbaatar. So we're a small cities compared to your capital city here. I always want to highlight some information about PLU. This is our campus over here. We are outside of the downtown area, so it gives you a more outdoor experience where you can feel you're a little bit outside of the city area.
Oh, okay.
Right at the top of the buttons to make sure it works. So we are in the residential area of the Tacoma area, so we're not that far from the different sections you can do. Again, we're only an hour away from the city of Tacoma, city of Seattle. We're about 15 minutes away from the downtown area as well. So what I'm going to talk about next, this is something that's important for many of our international students, and this is talking about the application process. So we are currently accepting applications for students who want to enroll in the university for fall 2026. This is September of 2026. So we are currently accepting applications right now. We are accepting what's called the common application. The common application is what over 1,500 colleges and universities use as a part of the application process. PLU is a member of the common application. Just to let you know, our application is free to do online. So there's no application fee that you have to pay for to apply to the university. All you have to do is when you start your common application, to add PLU to your My Colleges list, and then you can go from there. In terms of the application requirements, we do require your official transcripts to be submitted. We do want to make sure that it is in English as much as possible, so make sure the translation is in English. We do require TOEFL scores. I'll show the slide later on once it comes up, but for PLU specifically, if you're going to an international school that teaches primarily in English, we will waive the English proficiency requirement. So again, if your curriculum is primarily in English, we can waive the English proficiency requirement for you to apply to university. We will also require a passport for you to complete your application as well too. So again, it's the common application, your official transcripts, and then your English proficiency scores are what we're going to need, unless you're going to an English-speaking institution, English-speaking high school. In general, we do require at least, for example, 120 on the Duolingo. So if you're familiar with Duolingo, we require, a minimum of 115. 120 is for the graduate program, so we only require 115 for our undergraduate students. For a TOEFL IELTS, it's like a 6.5 and above for that one as well. Okay. And if you're doing the American SAT, ACT, so long as you score a 500 or a 19 on the English sections, we'll waive also the English proficiency requirement for that one as well too. Okay. So again, the Common App is fairly straightforward and simple to do from there as well too. Okay. I'm going to give a quick pause there as we try to get things all set up again. All the way. So I'm going to go back a couple of things here to make sure people know. So we are a small university. We have about 2,700 students on our campus. We have 130 international students on our campus as well. As you can see on the slide there, Mongolia is one of our top 5 countries that we enroll students from, and it's a growing population. We look forward to working with all our students. Other than that, we have 37 different countries represented at PLU as well. Again, this is going over the Common Application. So the Common Application has an essay section that you're going to do, and you're just answering the essay question that's being asked of you there. We do have several application dates coming up. December 1st is our next application date. If you apply by December 1st, we can guarantee you an admission decision by January 1st. So it's going to be a 4-week turnaround. And then the same thing with after February 1st, we can still get you an admission decision as well too. So it'll be a quick 4-week turnaround that we can do in terms of the admission application. This is the English proficiency exams, as I was talking about. The Duolingo test is 115. The IELTS is 6.5, TOEFL 79. As long as you meet those English proficiency exams, you'll meet the proficiency requirement. But then, as I said before, as long as you have an English SAT of 500, ECT of 21, we'll waive the English proficiency exam as requirement as well. And of course, if you are going to an international school that's in English, we will waive the English proficiency exam for you as well. Okay? So next we're going to talk about what happens after you're admitted to university. So there are several things that you'll be working on. One is be accepting your application to the university. And then there are 2 things you need to do if you want to start the visa process. The first is submitting a $200 enrollment deposit, and then submitting your declaration of finance. Once you submit those 2 documents, we can issue a visa in 5 to 7 business days. Once you submit your enrollment deposit and submit your declaration of finance. The declaration of finance just lets us know that you have the required finances to support your education for 1 year at PLU. And then, again, we'll notify you about the I-20 process so that you can request a visa interview. After that, you can start working on your next steps checklist, which will help with your registration as well. For students who are attending international schools, you may be on specific curriculums. For example, if you are on the AP, if you're doing advanced credits, we are a 3, 4, 5 school, so if you're taking an AP exam, as long as you get a 3, 4, or 5, we'll give you credit for that one. For those with an international baccalaureate degree, we offer 30 semester hours of credit if you do the completion of diploma. And then credit is awarded for IB exam results of the 4 or 5. So again, this is if you're doing IB. And then the same thing with Cambridge, you maximum of 30 semester hours may be granted for Cambridge International exams. And you have to have a passing grade or C or better to earn credit. Okay? So this is all to help you eliminate requirements if you need to complete a degree or gen ed requirements at the university. So again, if your institution offers AP, IB, or Cambridge, we will offer you credit for that when you come to the university as well. Next, I think this is probably one of the important questions that all students and families have, and this is about financial aid. PLU has great financial aid for all their international students. There is one here that I want to point out before I get there. Let me get to the laser pointer here. So all international students will be considered for International Merit Award. So this is based on your academics you have in high school, and it ranges from $8,000 to $32,000 renewable every year. So obviously, the better the GPA, the more money we're going to give you. All right. We do have an international access grant. This is specific for these countries, and Mongolia is on the list. So congratulations. You will get an additional $2,000 stacked upon any merit award. So let's say, for example, you get the maximum $32,000, you're going to get another $2,000 on top of that. So that's $34,000 you're going to get from the university. We also offer a presidential scholarship, which you have to apply by December 1st, early action 2. This is potentially an additional $4,000 that you'll get from us as well too. So let's do the math there. We get the $32,000 merit award, the $2,000 access grant, and then the $4,000 presidential scholarship. That's already $38,000 that you're getting from the university. Guess what? If you live on campus, I'll give you another $2,500. So that's already $40,500 you're going to get from us as well. And if you ever have an opportunity, I don't expect our students here in Mongolia to do this, but if you have an opportunity to visit us, I'll give you another $1,000 just by visiting us. So potentially, you can get $41,500 based off your scholarships at Mongolia University. Okay? All the scholarships that I'm talking about are renewable every year. So it's guaranteed for every year that you're at the university. 100% of our students are in financial aid with us as well. This is something I also want to highlight for all our students. We have what's called a fixed tuition guarantee. What that means is your tuition will never increase during your 4 years at PLU. It will be locked in every year that you're at PLU. We're the only university in the state of Washington that offers that for all our students. So going back to this slide, so you see this cost here, this $54,000. This tuition will be locked in every year at PLU, so it will never increase. Most universities in the state of Washington will actually increase, most universities around the United States will actually increase your tuition 3 to 5% every year, which means that you're actually paying $10,000 to $15,000 more than when you first started. So just know, at PLU, we're keeping your scholarships locked in, and we're keeping your tuition locked in all 4 years at the university. Okay. I do want to transition to starting talking a little bit more about our academic programs at the university. We offer great opportunities for all our students to get experiential learning. We do believe that students get a great global experience not only being in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. So we do provide internships. We have an academic office that's designed for all our students to get connected to internship opportunities outside of PLU. All our students will be doing research during their time on our campus with all academic programs, whether you're computer science, business, philosophy, things like that. you'll all have student research and work on real-world projects during your time here at the university. So have all those opportunities at the university. I'm going to talk about our academic programs that we offer at our institution. I'm going to go by each of our different academic sections that we offer. So at our university, we offer more than 50 academic programs that students can study. This is from our nursing program. This is from our College of Health Professions. Kinesiology for students who want to go into physical therapy. Nursing, of course, if you want to work in the clinical side, and then social work is another option that students can explore. College of Natural Sciences is our largest academic division. This is where all of our STEM-based programs are located. So if you want to do like biology or biochemistry, chemical physics, computer science, data science, you have all those opportunities at the university. We do have a direct entry computer science program. So as long as you're admitted to the university, you're automatically admitted to our computer science program, and that means you don't have to apply again to the computer science program. You're guaranteed a seat there. So these are the STEM programs that you'll have an opportunity to do. So if you do STEM, as a reminder, students have an opportunity to do the STEM OPT. So it's 1 year OPT plus 2 additional years for STEM programs. And with that, you can definitely have the opportunity to explore at the university. This is one of the cool things that we have in one of our labs. This is our digital dissection lab that we offer. So this is great for our physical therapy, nursing, and pre-med students. It's basically a giant iPad that students have access to. So like one of the tables back there, that's the size of the digital dissection table. And they actually do dissections on that as well. We also have cadaver labs on campus that students can use. Our liberal studies program is where all our general education programs can be found. This is where our economics program and international studies would be with our global studies program. So lots of opportunities to get a global experience with our College of Liberal Studies program. Lots of internship availability for all our students as well. And then lastly, this is where our professional programs live. We do offer a business administration program. Again, it's like our computer science program. If you're admitted to the business program, if you're admitted to the university and you attend business, you're automatically admitted to our business program. We do offer concentrations in accounting, finance, management, as a part of the business program that you can do at the university. We have our communication and strategic communication program. And then the newest program that we do offer now that's unique to our university is music therapy. So it combines counseling techniques and music theory to create another type of therapy counseling opportunity for all our students. So these are just some of the opportunities you can do with our academic programs. And I have brochures. I just remember to have brochures to give to you later on. Actually, let me do that quickly.
Okay. I can do it.
So if you flip the back of the brochure, you'll see the listing of all our academic programs as well. So that way you can see all our information there as well too. I know other international students going to the United States is already a study abroad program, but through PLU we can actually have more study away opportunities with us as well. These are all study away programs that students can explore at our university, which is a really great opportunity to have to get a great global experience. We've had some of our Mongolian students who are applying for study away programs in the United Kingdom to help them get that global experience outside of the United States as well too. One of the great things about our study away program is that it will be included in your financial aid if you go on a PLU study away program. Meaning, if you're going on one of our sponsored programs, and we have an example here, your financial aid will actually follow you through your study away program outside of the United States. So these are just some of the great examples. Greece is a great example, where a lot of students study mythology there. Vietnam is another popular destination that we've had students study away there as well too. For those of you thinking about athletics, we have a variety of athletic programs that students can do. We have a Mongolian student who's actually on our swim team. He also once played for the Mongolian national basketball team 4 years ago as well too. So we have some great connections with Mongolia for athletics. These are some of our different programs. I know many of you have thought about like what American University is like, and a lot of it maybe you've seen like the videos and things like that on YouTube, how sports are a big part of that. Our sports culture is very much the same at any university. We have a huge sports culture. Our volleyball team was posting on their Instagram that they want to sell out the auditorium for their homecoming game. Our football program, when I say football, it's American football, right? Not European football. So we have lots of opportunities for you to be involved in as well too. And we have as much school spirit as any institution. Our colors are black and gold, so we're very proud to have those colors along our campus. So, which is something you'll see at different American institutions, different school colors. And we have a lot of athletic pride at our university. Because of our location, we like outdoor activities. So these are just a sample of the different outdoor activities you can do at our university. So if you want to do outdoor hiking or exploring, you can definitely do that. If you want to do like kayaking, bouldering, mountain climbing, all those can be done at PLU. And one of the great things about some of our outdoor recreation programs is that it's subsidized, meaning that will help pay for your outdoor experience at the university as well. We also have a lot of intramural sports, so if you don't want to compete on a varsity level, we offer a wide variety of sports you can do. I don't know if any of you have heard of pickleball before. Yeah, pickleball, think of it like giant table tennis. You're using rackets that look like a big table tennis one. So pickleball was actually invented in the state of Washington, and we have our own pickleball team that compete on campus as well too. We have volleyball, indoor and outdoor, sand volleyball kits you can do. You've heard of water polo before, right? So you're in a giant pool and you're trying to throw a ball into a net. So we have water polo, but we also have inner tubes, so those big floating rings that students can use, we also have that as well. So these are just some of the recreation camp things you can do on campus. We do have residence halls that you can live on. We require students to live on campus for 2 years, no more than 4 years on campus. And if you remember, if you do live on campus, we'll give you another $2,500 per year for you to live on campus. And then for our friend who just joined us, I'll show you the financial aid scholarships you can look at as well, because I think you joined us late. But these are different residence halls you can choose from. We have over 70 clubs and organizations you can choose from. Going back to the residence hall things, if you know someone that's going to PLU, you can actually request them as a roommate. So if you know another Mongolian student that's going to PLU, they can be your roommate as well too. We have on-campus dining that's for you to eat. We have a lot of different cultural foods as well too. So it's not just American food. It's not just the burgers, the hot dogs, the salads. One of our students from Mongolia actually recommended a dish to be served on our menu. So we are now going to be serving Mongolian dumplings as a part of our menu item as well too. But we have a wide variety of different food options you can explore. And these are, like I said, we have lots of opportunities for you to be involved on campus. You see where it says dining #2 best college food in Washington? That's a lie. We're actually #1 in the state of Washington. So we're consistently known for having the best food options. We also produce our own, we also grow locally and source locally for all our food options as well. We have more than 60 clubs you can participate in. We have an international student organization. Our international students from Mongolia are actually hosting a Mongolian cultural event on the 20th. So they're hosting great cultural activities. They have some traditional Mongolian games they're bringing, and they're also wearing traditional Mongolian clothing. I'm looking for, is it called the deal?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for that in my size. I don't know if I can find it, but it's on my to-do list while I'm here in Mongolia. I'd like to surprise my students with that when I go back home. But lots of different things you can do on our campus as well. I want to talk about student success because one of our things at our university that we do is care for the whole student. So we want to let you know that we do support students the entire way here at the university. You'll be provided academic assistance. So all international students will be working with Heather Jacobson, who oversees international student services. She's the one that helps you get the student jobs on campus, helps you with any immigration paperwork and things like that. She'll also help with orientation. So all international students will go through international orientation prior to the start of the school year, and before you meet all the domestic students as well. You'll be signing an academic advisor as well too to help you navigate your courses at the university. We also provide online tutoring services, so you don't have to go to a classroom or a building. You can actually be on your computer, meet one-on-one with a tutor to go over your classes as well too. And then we do have a well-being services, so if you're sick, you need some medical services, we do have on-campus medical support services to help you get that. So if you ever get a cold or illness and things like that, we can support you as well at the university. Okay? Now I'm going to back up to the financial aid one because I think our friend joined us late here. We do offer great financial aid for all our international students here at the university, ranging $8,000 to $32,000. So what that range means is the better you do in school, the more money I'll give you. Okay? So let's say you get $32,000 as the maximum scholarship from us. Okay? You can also get the International Access Grant because it's limited to those specific countries. And if you see there, Mongolia is on the list. So you get an additional $2,000 on top of your $32,000. So that means you get $34,000 from us. If you live on campus, right here in the housing grant, we'll give you another $2,500 that goes to $70. Bless you.
Thank you.
We'll give you more money. So just know that we're going to try and make PLU an affordable option for you at the university. And these other scholarships, like Artistic Achievement and the Presidential one, you can be considered for those ones as well too. You can get considered up to $40,500 in renewable scholarships from the university. 100% of our students 100% of our students will receive financial aid from the university. You can also work on campus. As an international student, you're allowed to work on campus, so you'll get the U.S. equivalent of $17.70 an hour for 19 hours a week. One of our international students from Mongolia actually works 2 jobs on campus, works in international office and in admission office, so she's getting paid for that as well. And then, as I mentioned before to the earlier group, if you ever find yourself being able to visit PLU, I'll give you another $1,000. So just know, not everyone pays the full price. We are always going to find ways to make it affordable for you to come to university. And then for our friend who just joined us, and for our new friend who just came in, I'm going to quickly go over the application process so you're familiar with it as well. We are a Common App school. So if you're familiar with that one, all you have to do is start a common application, then add PLU to your My Colleges list. All right? And then what we're going to need in terms of your application is for you to choose the essay prompt that you're going to use for the Common App, right? Then we're going to require your official transcripts. We encourage these to be in English as much as possible. If you're attending an international school, most likely you will be in English already. Then we do require a passport and English proficiency exam as well. I'll touch upon the English proficiency exam in a couple of slides, but just to let you know, the next application date is December 1st, so we have less than a month away for the next application date. And then February 1st is the priority regular decision date. But for everybody else, let's say you were looking at other options and things weren't looking so well, PLU will still accept applications up until July 1st. So if you running out of options, PLU can always be an option for you as well. Okay? And as I want to emphasize, it's a free application. No application fee. I think it's weird that institutions are making you pay like $40, $50 an application. And what happens if you get denied? You just lose $50. So we don't do that. We don't charge an application fee. And then here's our English proficiency requirements. Again, TOEFL 79, IELTS 6.5, Duolingo 115. If you're doing the SAT, the US SAT is a 500 on the English section. ACT is a 21 on the English section. However, if you attend an international school here in Mongolia that teaches exclusively in English, we'll waive your English proficiency exam as well too. Okay. All right, I just went over a lot of information in a short amount of time. Any questions you want me to go over?
Yes.
Yes.
What kind of support does PLU provide for international students?
Great question. So We have multiple support services that international students will get at the university. So the first one that you have is with Heather Jacobson, who is our Associate Director for International Student Services. She is your point of contact when you want to get your visa at the university. So she'll help you get your I-20. She'll also help coordinate your arrival to the university. For students starting in the fall or spring, we actually provide airport pickup services. So we can pick you up from the airport and bring you to campus. She also creates orientation programming, and then she'll also help you get a job on campus as well too. You'll also be required to open a U.S. bank on campus. We'll also provide you, this is pretty unique for us, we'll provide you a SIM card that you can use at PLU as well. It's free for 1 month, and you can choose to renew it. It's like $15 a month that you can pay for that. And then next you'll be assigned an academic advisor who's really going to help you through your academic programs to give you the support and resources you need to be successful at PLU. So you have a lot of support services for international students at the university.
Any questions?
Yes?
Is there any English requirement for the graduate student?
For international students, we do have,
For graduates.
yeah, for graduate students, where am I? Guys, so it's the English proficiency requirements in terms of the TOEFL and IELTS will be the same for graduate students. The Duolingo is going to be 120. We require that. We have, if you look at the brochure there, at the back you'll see our graduate programs that we offer for our institution. You'll see that we have a STEM designated program, that's the MBA STEM designated program. It can be completed in 1 year, and we do offer a $7,000 scholarship for international students for that as well.
How much is the tuition?
It's around $60,000. And then that's with or without housing you can choose from.
Any questions?
You're thinking about one.
Yeah. So, what kind of students do you look for? Just as an academic or extracurricular activity?
That's a great question. We are the primary type of student that we're looking for, in terms of the type of student, are those who are willing to think outside of the box and go to a place that's willing to think outside of different things. In terms of academics, we're looking for at least a U.S. equivalent of a 3.3 GPA and above to be considered for admission to university. With a 3.3, we can guarantee minimum $23,000 in scholarships as well too. We are always looking for students from different academic disciplines, whether you're in social sciences, natural sciences, or professional areas. We're looking for that one as well. But primarily, we're really looking for students who are willing to try different things and willing to explore new things. We want students who can bring an alternative perspective. So in terms of like the academics, just give me a 3.3, pass all your English proficiency, and you're into the university. But in terms of the students that thrive at our university, you're the ones who want to explore and try new things. Those are the ones who are wanting to get that experience. Because American education is very different compared to other countries. We want to make sure that you're not just sitting in a lecture every day. We don't want you to sit in a lecture, we want you to experience things. So if you're willing to explore and try new things, then you're going to really thrive at the university. Like for example, if you want to learn how to do pickleball, or if you want to do research on the campus, we want you to be able to do that at a university as well.
So, do you offer any internships like from the top tier companies like LinkedIn or Google? As well as I think of that I'm just applying for business administration, and then will you provide any top tier internship opportunities for me as well?
Great, that's a great question. So yes, we do, because if you look right here, you've heard of Microsoft before, right? You've heard of Amazon, Starbucks. All those companies are about 45 minutes away from our campus. And then we actually provide an internship fair on our campus where all these companies will come to our university so they can meet with our students. So you as a business administration student will have an opportunity to get that hands-on experience. Our international students have actually been doing really well. We've sent students to Microsoft every year for a summer internship program. We actually sent 2 this year. Microsoft only allows 400 students every year, and we sent 2. So 2 of our own PLU students were able to do that. For business administration, you have internship opportunities in the Pacific Northwest that you can do. That gives you that hands-on opportunity. So if you want to get that experience, we'll help you get that as well. So I heard Google, LinkedIn, all those places have regional offices in the area. So you have those opportunities. So yes, you will be supported. And just to let you know, we are AACSB accredited for our business school. That's the highest accreditation that any school can get. So if you've heard of the Harvard School of Business, we have the same accreditation as them as well too. So it's the same level of academic integrity and excellence as well too. I forgot one more thing. We do offer what's called a direct guaranteed admission for the MBA. So if you look at the graduate programs here, we have an MBA program. As long as you have a 3.0 GPA, you're guaranteed admission to our MBA program once you graduate from the university.
Any other questions? Please feel free to ask.
So will you offer 100% financial aid for students who just show high academic interest for school or any kind of thing? So I'm just saying that I am willing to get 100% of financial aid from you. So I just want to make sure that is there any requirements for you to get any fully funded financial aid from you guys?
So the only way that we don't provide fully funded, we only offer a full tuition scholarship. So if you look right there, that tuition, $54,000, we offer 5 full tuition scholarships. It's a highly competitive scholarship. So we don't do fully funded for any of our international students. And we don't even do that for our own domestic students. But we can get close to getting that affordability if you apply for different scholarships as well too. Students at PLU can also apply for other scholarships as well that you can get. And I'm going to go back to this very first slide here. So if you do have any questions, you can always email me. You can take a picture of this. If you want to get reminders about application processes or applications for this coming cycle, you can scan the QR code and we'll send you reminders when the applications are up and running.
Mr. Ben for a very informative and wonderful session. Thank you so much. And after that, 5 stone хийхэд саний бидний өөрсдөө Pacific Lutheran University-ийн болохоор түрүүнд урьдсан business review-с гаргасан хамгийн шилдэг бас бизнес сургуулиудын нэгээр бол шалгарсан. Дээрээс нь түрүү хэлсэндээ Harvard-тай адилхан бизнесийн програм болохоор accredited буюу Монголын хэмжлэгдсэн гэртээтэй төлөвлөлүүд алиг адилхан байдаг гэж дурдсан. Түрүү дурдтаа болохоор подкаст нэрээ бас дурдсан. 2700 гаруй эдийн засгийн оюутнуудтай ч гэсэндээ 130 гаруй бол олон улсын оюутнууд байгаа. Тэр дотроос яг топ 6 нэгээр бол Монгол улс байдаг юм байна. Хятад, Этиоп, Солонгос, Кыргызстан, Вьетнам, Монголыг эдгээр улсуудын оюутнууд бол Pacific Lutheran University-д олон улсын оюутныхаа тоогоор бол хэрэглэдэг юм байна. Тэгэхээр одоогийн байдлаар 8 Монгол оюутнаас суралцж байгаа гэсэн. Тэгээд тэр оюутнууд байна дараагийн 7 хоногийн Монголын үндэсний салхин хөдөлгөөний зохион байгуулалт үндэсний хавцыг өгсөөр Монгол үндэсний хоолойроо бас ингэж хөдөлгөөн зохион байгуулах байгаа байлээ. Тэгээд хүмүүстэй бас амжилт хүсье. За мөн энэ брошюр дээр дуртай болохоор бachelor нэг гэсэн байна. Тэгэхээр бушигтаа мужийнхаа болохоор Утгаалт орох Текомо гэдэг энэ хотод болтой ажилладаг юм байна. Тэгэхээр яг тийм даунтаун боёо Текомо хотоос 20 минутын хооронд болж машинаарийнхаа уламжтай цайлаас 30 минут Текомо олон улсын сколоос 30 минутын зайтай энэ болтой юм сургууль юм байна. За тэгээд түрүүнд дурсан хамгийн гол зүйл болохоор сурагчдаа энэ chemistry буюу маш их юм байдаг юм лээ. Үжилгээнүүд тухайлах юм бол academic advisor бол тухайн хүүхдийг элсэн суралцахад нь academic advisor academic advisor байдаг. Тэгээд дээрэс нь нөгөө нэгэн эрүүл мэндийн үйлчлэгээ хэрэгтэй тухайн бол emergency service бас байдаг юм лээ. Тухайн хүүхэд маань энэ дээр бас нэг шинээр brand social program болохоор music therapy буюу хөгжмөр эмчилгээ therapy бас юм үйлчлэгээ бас байдаг юм лээ. Тэгээд хэрвээ та бүхэн хэрэггүй мэдээлэлээ тохиог гэх юм бол энэ QR code-ыг уншуулаад тэгээд brand brand-тэй визэр
So I also want to show something which So I want to make sure that you know we have this at PLU because of our growing population of students from Mongolia. We actually offer a Mongolian website as well too. Just kidding. So if you just go to plu.edu/international, if you see on the left-hand side where it says translated, we offer a what is it? Mongolian language website as well too. For you as well. So I know this is mainly for your parents who may not know English as well, so you can always show them this website as well too. But yeah, so we have the different languages there.
Do you have